What's going on, guys? ZfreeZone here, and we're back with another build on the gutter. As you can see at the front here, we have done the front bit just here. I did record that footage, but I did lose it. Mind you, I ended up deleting it by accident. But as you can see, that is just here. So what we're going to work on today is the up top bit. We're going to put like an anti-climb around the top, and we'll get some more roofs for some more shrines, so we can put some more shrines on the top. But as you can see here, that is the new entrance that we just did, and we have done all this. If you guys want to see how all this is done, there's plenty of videos out there. I think we're up to the 8th episode of this one. We've got the heat stroke up the top, we've got the box in the middle, we've got the fence stacking on each side. You can see those doors are stacked to the days, and we even have the mat room up here with a little honey hole that you can pop through from the bottom. So everything is going along quite nicely. As I was saying before, we're going to work our way out the back, and we're going to come and run foundations all the way up to the top, basically. So we got 3 pillars up there. We got one on the side, we got one in the center, and one on this side. We want to put shrines on all those guys, so we need to anti-climb this guy. So that's what we're going to work on today. Now we've got this magical menu, which if you haven't seen me already, I use this all the time, but creative in a Steam workshop. Make sure you grab it. It's got a lot of good features, and it's really easy to grab pieces. The free build mode, it just lets me place down as many building pieces as I want, and I don't have to go back and get more. So we're going to run off the entrance here, and we're going to run this all the way up. But again, you can do this in standstone this bit, because this is just lining everything up, so we get it all nice and lined up. But we're going to come through here, just like so, and then we're going to run up the side here. And climb up there too. But yeah, if you haven't seen this series, make sure you go back and see the other guys. And if you want to see more different buildings, we build so much on this channel. This channel is pretty much built around Conan buildings, so if you want to see some of that, go check it out. But we're going to come up there just like that. Come up here a little bit. And we're just going to go up to this main building here. So we're going to run this all the way along here. Climb up this guy as well. There we go. Now we need to judge where we are going to put this anti-climb, or the first set of anti-climb. We do want more than one here. So if we come up to here, it's about there, which I think is really good. Just the splash damage from underneath is going to be pretty far away. So from that, we're going to start running that across. Now this is going to be nice and square, because we've already squared off the main base in episode 1. And from that, that's going to run up here, and this is going to be nice and square up here because of that first episode. So if you want to see how to square that up, make sure you check that out. But we're just going to come across here, and see it's all lining up quite nicely, which is really good, and it is very square as well, which is even better. Then we're going to come across here, keep going across, all that works really well. Usually come across a little bit that doesn't, but at the moment we're running really well. Now we're going to get to this bit here. Now this is just going to be a dead end. Of course they could climb up and around this guy, but we're just going to run down here, just make it a little bit harder for him. Just something like that. Now, of course, they could just climb up there, so that anti-climb, they will just get on top of that guy. But then we're going to go up a little bit more and put some more anti-climb, and it will all work out in the end. So we're going to come back over here, and we're going to run it around the other side as well. You'll see what we kind of get at the end here. But this one is not going to 100% stop people from climbing up. This one is just a starter bit of anti-climb. Be surprised on how many people actually blow up this layer, which is just not needed. If you haven't got the resources too, you can skip this and just put some anti-climb up the top. But this is how we're going to start this guy. And I'm going to come around here. Now I'm thinking of what we should do next on this channel, and I'm thinking that we should do some kind of series. Like I I usually do PvP, but it's usually with a group of people, and it's hard to actually make videos when you're actually doing PvP, and I just don't have the time for it these days. So I'm thinking of PvE conflict, which I've never really jumped on before. But if you guys haven't had some experience with that, let me know in the comments. Let me know if that's some kind of series you guys would like to see, because I wouldn't mind getting back into a series. But I just don't have the time for it nowadays. Like, it's all been really busy with the new job that I've got. You know, life always gets in the way. So I'm thinking of PvE conflict, but yeah, we'll see how we go. And we got that new map as well. I don't know if I'll go to that new map. I think it's Savage Lands. That would be interesting. I've never been there before, so that's always something different. So maybe that too. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below, and I might even put like a little answer questions on YouTube so people can tell me what they're after too. It's either that or we just keep building. Like I don't mind building at all. I have been building for a while now, and I wouldn't mind getting some kind of series going again, just in yeah, just in Conan Exile lands. And we got all the new benches, which is really exciting as well. And I haven't really done a proper playthrough on PC with the new benches, so that's something I am interested in. But yeah, if you guys are interested in that too, just let me know, and we could do that. Alright, so from here we're going to run anti-climb around too. I'm going to jump on top of here. You can see that's nice and lined up. We're not fading off there at all, and that is all thanks to the first episode of lining this guy up. The first block you put down when you build something is going to pretty much tell you what's going to happen for the rest of the build. If you're off on that block, your whole build's going to be off. You can see here it's nice and steady, which is really good. So this layer is going together quite nicely. Now this layer, as I said, people can still climb on top of this layer, but you can put archers here and fighters and just make it a little bit difficult for them to climb around your building, which is really nice to have. All the levels we'll be doing today, there'll be probably 3 levels, I would say, before we get up to the top of anti-climb. You can put archers on there. So at the end of it, you can have a ton of archers around here and build this guy up. I usually put all the thralls that just people don't want or they level up and they're no good. I always put them out here because they're going to die eventually anyway. If someone hits us with a god, they're pretty much all dead. But if you have like some spare thralls, you don't know where to put them, this is the perfect place to put them. Just around the side of your building. Now we're going to come around here. You can see this is going to take a little bit to get around, but we'll do it. And also live streams too, like I'm thinking of doing a couple of hours, maybe once a week or something, 4 or 5 hours, we can do the playthrough. So I want to kind of live stream it, and then I'm not too sure if I want to link those to the YouTube channel that we got here now, or have something different for the live streams. Like I haven't been on Twitch much, we have got a Twitch account, so you can jump over there and sign up if you want. But that's probably where I'll be doing the live streams and then just doing the stream archives on YouTube, placing them over here. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, because I haven't done a playthrough for a while, but I do like the PvP. I love blowing people up. It's like one of the best things, but I just don't have time to be on there all the time. If I can find a place where it's like they can only blow me up when I'm online, so no offline PvP. There is a new setting which has that, but I don't know if many of the servers are running that, so it's something else we can look into too. So I really like blowing stuff up. Even solo, you can blow quite a big clan up if you're crafty enough. Alright, so that is that level there. Now let's go for the next level. The next level is going to be pretty much in par with that guy up there, that bridge. That runs along there, and we're going to wrap around the whole bridge. So we want to go right up close to the end there. So let's run some foundations up there and see where we can start this guy. But that's the plan for the next one, is this bridge. We kind of want to take over the bridge as much as we can here. stop people from setting up trebs on our top of our base as well, which is always nice. And it looks like it might be that guy there, or one more up. Let's look at one more up. Let's go with this one. So we're going to run this as far as we can. And we'll see how we go with this guy. But yeah, these episodes are coming to an end. There is a lot more that we can actually do with this build. Like, I've built this place so many times. There's a lot you can do with it. Let's build that guy in there just so they can't climb up in the middle there. In saying that, like this bridge over the back there, that is where I usually put the animal pen. And anything else that is too large, I usually put it up there and just get out of the way. And you can anti-climb that pretty easy as well. So I might even still do that. But I really want to show you guys this and get this done. So I'm going to come out here. So we can't put anything there, it looks like. So we're going to go with that guy and then the ceiling piece and then this one here. Just so that's going to cost more than just to blow up the anti-climb. It'd be a lot cheaper to blow up the anti-climb, so that's why we did that. And then we're going to come around here with that guy there. And that looks like pretty much it. Let's have a look on this side. So we don't want to take over that whole bridge there, but we do want to take over from here over. So let's run these guys over. Let's see where we're at over here. We're going to get a better view. Alright, so that's the level that we want. Alright, so that's good. Well, while we're here, we might as well set the anti-climb up. Again, this level is the same as the last level. They're just going to be able to climb up it. It's going to be the next one that's going to be probably the most secure one that we have here. Now let's come out a little bit here. There we go. Again, it looks like we need to run underneath here. Close this guy off here. But this is like when you guys have got more materials than anything else to do, you just been sitting there building up. This is what we tend to do. We then take over the area a little bit more. I hate doing that spam, like just spamming random foundations everywhere. It just looks absolutely horrible and it kind of kills the server. I know sometimes you got to do it, but I try and avoid doing it as much as possible. It's just the worst. Conan spam is not a good thing, but it is everywhere, especially on those officials. There we go. You can see the heat stroke is actually affecting me up here as well. And that's another thing to keep an eye out on. There we go there. That kind of takes over that head very nicely. So they can't just climb up on the head. So people can climb up around the sides and get on top of this anti-climb, but you're pretty much directing them into a certain spot, which is really handy in the end. I'm going to come up here, I'm going to cover all that there, come out, go around. Yep. She kind of sunk into the foundation when I did that. Alright, so this bit here, you can see it's not sticking out much, but it should be enough for the anti-climb to stop someone from climbing. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, that's enough, so you're all good there. And we'll come around here. but this is lining up really nice. Shows how much of a good job we did at the start lining everything up. There we go, that head's covered. See that heat stroke affecting me. But that is the thing too, like they're not going to be able to come up here and climb up because of the heat stroke. You have to take the elevators. It's just one of those things. Right, let's check this guy with the anti-climb because we got that little bit there, but that looks absolutely fine. It comes out enough. So now we just need to run anti-climb around this guy as well. So let's do that. And because the other side is enclosed, we'll try and enclose this side. I'm sure we can. Just so they do have to actually break something to get over, or they have to jump in. So to do that, let's look around here because they can climb up that and then jump over. So we're going to come to around about here where it's way too far for them to jump over. And now we're going to try and close it up here. Let's delete this guy for now. So we're going to have to come up just one more on there. And because we've gone up two, we're going to have to come down one here. This will make sense shortly. Get rid of this anti-climb so we can place that guy. Alright, so here we go here. So we come up here, we anti-climb this guy around here. Just like that. And now why we did two layers is because we cannot anti-climb that just there because they'll be able to just climb on top of that. So what you do is climb that and anti-climb that. And that's going to stop them from getting from this side over to the other side unless they got like double jump or something like that. But that is going to be good. And what I mean of that, let's show you here. So that guy there, they should be able to just jump up on top of that. It's not going to be easy, but they should be able to do that, and that's what we're stopping here. Let's get that. And then we're going to go anti-climb one down. Probably have to zoom in for this guy. There we go. Anti-climb there, and then anti-climb on the bottom, and that's going to stop it from getting through. They'll probably blow that up, which is fair enough, but let's continue the anti-climb around. So this anti-climb, I said before, it's not going to secure the place, but actually it is going to secure it pretty good. They're going to have to blow up one bit of anti-climb at least to get into this layer. Over here is fine, it's probably just like another little area for them. Let's go meet this guy. Anti-climb's there, great. And to climb all this as well. All this over here, you really don't need this, but it's good to claim as well, and it looks like one piece. It's all connected to the main building, so it's not going to decay. Very nice. Right, just like that. I'm going to come over here, delete these guns so it's underneath. But that little platform, that's a platform that could have bombs on it, so let's cover that up. And then put anti-climb around side just like that. Right, nice. So I put that anti-climb back on in here. So if they do blow this guy up, they can't just, both anti-climbs aren't going to go. It's going to be like another layer for it, so that is a bad spot to blow up. But from that, we're going to have to get back over to here, so we're going to have to do the old ceiling trick. Well, it's always really important to take sandstone with you. You know, most of the materials here, but we are in admin mode. And we're going to come around here. There we go. Nice view from up here too. We still need to go higher. Now with this guy here, you want to make sure it covers the head there. So I like to do that, the sketchy bits first, which was the outside bit, just to make sure it covers. It's all good. Now we're going to come down here. See the heat strokes getting this. That'll be bad. The heat stroke in this game is quite powerful. Like, you know how to work with it. You can make your way up it, but at the same time, it is really annoying to carry water, ice, that shield that has all that cold defense. It can be quite annoying, and it definitely changes up your kit as you're going along. Let's jump in here. That's pretty much like just changing someone's kit, making them carry more stuff is always good. And a limited amount of stuff too. Like they might have 10 of those shields or whatever, but they're eventually going to get through them if they keep dying of the archers up here or falling down. Giving them limited kits is definitely the way to go, not the usual kit. You can see we're extremely hot here. So just give you an example, like we'll climb up here. This should be the furthest away from the heat stroke. We're climbing up, extremely hot there. And then we'll fall off if we didn't have God mode on, I guess. Yep, we'll get God mode off. There we go. She just falls off. She won't be able to climb with extreme hot. And you can see my health going down quite quick there. Let's make sure we got this guy at the front there. There we go. Run along here. But if you guys want to see more live streams and that, I'm definitely going to get back into Twitch a little bit more. I used to do a few live streams on there just to builds and that. But then I did stop for a bit. But I want to get back into like more series. It's probably been the biggest series I've done in a while, and it's just building this guy here. Alright, so we're pretty much done with that layer. That is a secure layer, which is really nice. Have we got any food on us? No, we got no heals. Let's just put Gumbo back on. Something you guys are going to have to watch. But now we want to do the next layer. Now you want to get away from splash damage, so you want to go up at least 3. Now we can go up. There we go. I'm going to go up 5. That's a nice distance away from everything else. And then we're going to run along this. Let's climb up and do that. You can see there's no heat stroke this far out. So again, if people were raiding it, they're going to have to blow up this side of the anticline because this is the way to get up. Let's get in there and go around. And we're going to have to climb this one. So makes it a little bit hard. There's a ledge for us. Let's crouch so we don't fall off. Just like Minecraft, if you crouch, you can't fall off things. Invincible. There we go. I've been thinking about doing another series on Minecraft too. I haven't touched that game in so long. It's been ages. There's a heat stroke. We'll be getting really damaged right now, so you have to be really careful there. And obviously, you can do all this with the heaters off. Well, I showed you guys how to turn the heaters off. You got the elevator and the box ready to go. You just turn them off and come up here and do this, and then turn them back on. And always do that. It's definitely a good thing to do. Struggling to climb here. There she goes. Let's do the crouch walk on this. Yeah, I've been looking at a few different games to get going again. I want to have a couple of series behind my belt. I'll probably still be building it even if I did have a series, because if I'm doing live streams and that, I could see it being 1 day, maybe 2 days, if you're lucky, a week. Because at the moment, I've been trying to pump out 3 videos a week, which has been alright. It's not too bad. And I usually spend like 3 to 4 hours on a video anyway, making it and then editing it and then uploading it. So 3 to 4 hours live stream isn't that bad. Alright, let's start with the anti-climb here. That again is another solid layer. They're going to have to blow up to get up, which is really nice. Crouch. You can just see how nicely this sin is lined up. So good. Even if you line yours up perfectly as well, it's going to be different to up here. But just seeing lines like this not go left or right, it's just nice and straight along it. You know you've done a good job of lining stuff up. Bit of OCD there, I guess. You don't really need it that much, but I really like it to be nice and lined up. Alright, so we're going to come across here. The worst thing you could do is like build your building and then start again on the outside with a whole new different way of building pieces. It just doesn't line up at all with the rest of the building. This is going to line up nicely, and when we drop elevators from layer to layer all the way down, they're going to line up really nice, and we'll be able to block them out from other players as well. Really good. There we go. We're going to crawl along here. There we go. Nice, it doesn't. Then we get back up. But yeah, if you play that Savage Lands, let me know. Like, I've jumped on it with a friend and he just explored with a couple of horses and had a look around. Looks quite interesting, but yeah, I really would like to start from scratch, not know where everything is, and just go and get it and just explore the different camps and see what I can get at the different camps as well. With the Exile lands, I'll go straight to like Sinner's Refuge, get all my thralls, and I can just get going so fast on Exile lands, it's crazy. Alright, so that is that one. So let's go up again. And we've got heat stroke over here, so you guys won't be climbing up over here. So let's come over here a bit. Now we can get up over here. Now, so the next goal is probably going to be, come up again. You could definitely do another round along here, which is probably what we're going to have to do. Because you can see everything here is separate. So we'll do the last floor up here, and then we'll put anti-climb around this guy, anti-climb around the middle one, and then on the other side as well. So let's get this guy up here. That looks like it's going to be our level. Awesome. Let's go with that. Across here. Nice and easy. Well, what makes this? This makes the fourth layer of anti-climb. The bottom layer you can just jump on from the side. The 3 layers up the top here you need to blow up to get up, which is very nice. You could also add more layers, but I do like to keep the layers separate, at least 3 to 4 foundations in between. So they have to use the arrows, or they have to find like a little ledge to put the bombs. They can't just keep blowing up on your own foundations. How to make them work for it. And this is going together quite nice as well. We just need to come across here. And there it is, that's all lined up nice. And now we're going to fill this guy in, so we have like a little platform up here as well in between these 2 towers. Just going to make it easier for yourself once you're up here. Let's get that in. And let's have a look on this other side. We'll do the same. In this bit here, fill this in. And then we'll run some anti-climb around the side as well. Been playing a lot of VR lately. You guys have got VR, let me know in the comments below, but I wish bloody Conan would have VR capabilities. It would be absolutely fantastic. Been playing a lot of that Blade and Sorcery. That game's really cool. If you guys haven't tried it, jump on it. But it's definitely like Conan, but in VR mode, and it's just pretty much fighting simulator, which is really nice. Alright, so now we are going to run along there. I just want to jump up and make sure we are pretty level with the floor in here. Could probably go up one more, maybe not to these drop downs. Might just need to put a foundation on top of these guys, but that's alright. Let's run along here for now. And that is going to be our anti-climb for this guy. There we go, we'll fill this guy in. I'm going to have a nice shrine up on this guy. This is what we're doing it for. So in total, you pretty much have 4 shrines on this building. 1 inside and 3 on the top. And 3 on the top are just getting there ready for raiding. See if we can match this guy up with this. And put a foundation there. And then we're going to run along here. We're going to get a lot of heat stroke here because we are in the center of the building now. Up the top. As I said before, just turn it off before you come do this. Alright, so what do we got here? It seems like it's going to struggle a little bit here, but I'll show you guys how to fix that once we're free. Alright, so let's put a ceiling piece out here so we can see what we're doing. And then it's going to let me put a foundation there, which is absolutely perfect, so that's fine. And then we can delete this ceiling piece. Sometimes the ceiling piece allows the foundation to go down. If it's just not touching enough, sometimes the ceiling piece allows it to touch just enough so it can stand by itself. Right, there we go. We want to transfer this over to this guy as well. And we're going to continue around here. Now, what do you guys think of that new god? I really enjoy that new god. I want to know how you get the religion and all that. I haven't dug into it that much, but that's going to be interesting in itself. Even if you like the character creation, you can get it there. Was it a different god? It's going to be interesting how that goes, but how the god aims and shoots is really nice. You want to punch a hole in someone's base and climb in, it's definitely the way to go. Or if they're up really high too, another way to go. Alright, so I'm going to anti-climb these guys. And this one going to be nice. I usually like putting Jebel Sargs up here. Jebel Sargs has been my go-to god for a while. And then Ymir as well. Ymir is really good because he's got that axe. And say for a building like this, how it's in a natural structure, the axe reaches pretty far inside that natural structure, which is really good. I'll delete these, and it's going to have to be an elevator to get up to there from now on. And then we come along here as well. Run anti-climb all around this guy. You can see just a lot of layers of anti-climb is pretty much what we're doing here. But we are getting it done. Anti-climb. But if you guys build this building, you guys are going to be pretty solid. I'd love to show you guys how to defend this building as well. Maybe we can make that arrangements. If anyone out there wants to blow up while I defend it or something like that, let me know in Discord as well. Like, jump on the Discord. We can always work something out there. Now, I did not want to do that, so that's a bit annoying. So what you'll do from here, you'll have to use elevators to get around if you fall down. So let's grab an elevator to show you. Just like that. And we'll go way out. Come on down. But that's how I usually do it with the elevators. We still need to run anti-climb around this guy as well. So we'll come back for that one. And you can always put the trap elevators down. That would be handy too. But also, it's kind of safer if you just put elevators into a box. Your raider can't put elevators down. You can put elevators down, so you can pretty much go up wherever you want. If you were getting raided, you can just pop out at any side, which is really handy. Now we'll come on over here, and now we're going to run foundations around this guy as well. There we go. Now the best way to deal with these shrines is, well, you don't really want to leave Zil in these shrines. But in your main base, upstairs in that little box, you can have the fridges full of the stuff ready for the shrine. So like a set shrine, you just have 2 fridges full of parts, and you are ready to go. It probably take 45 minutes to craft the god, but you can craft the god and get going. Have all these shrines up the top here tiered up, but don't have archpriests in them and don't have the Zil in them, because you never know when you're going to get robbed. So I'll definitely keep all that in the base, and when you know you're going to go on a big raid, you can come up here a day before it or something and just activate these guys and get them nice and ready. I like to set the guard off, put the token down, get it crafting, and then just pause the tokens crafting just before it's finished. So when you're ready to raid, you can just come up here, push play, 10 minutes later, the token's in your inventory and you're ready to go. Alright, nice. So that is that. Now with this guy up here, we need to go a little bit higher and put another set of anti-climb, believe it or not. So let's go this guy here. Jump across. Let's go higher and see where we want to put this anti-climb. It might be good to have a set of anti-climb just here. So let's do that. Now this is going to be the most protected shrine that is up here, because it's going to have like another 2 sets of anti-climb that I have to go up to get to. So if you got something precious you want to do up here, or like you want something like the Jebel Sag just for the claws, so there's going to be Zil in it anyway because you're making claws, maybe put it up here, the hardest one to get to. Just go, there we go, perfect. And usually the set one's a really good one to have 2 for the set potions. Set pots, always really handy. Let's come over here, fill that in, and that a little bit more, perfect. Fill this guy in. And that is 1 layer of anti-climb added to this guy. There we go. Alright, there we go. Now let's keep going up. Next level is going to be the top level. So we come up here and you can see there's a nice big platform up here, which is what we want the 3rd shrine out here to be for. So we'll come up and we'll see where we're going to land. I think we'll go 1 more up. Let's go like that. Now let's mark our territory. So we're going to place it every chance we can place the foundation we are, right around the edge here. There we go, come over here. Very nice. That one is a little bit struggling there, so we're actually going to put 2 just there to keep it nice and flat. Do the same here. And the same again. There we go. And that's going to be our platform up here, and then we'll just fill in the middle here. That's our Yard shrines shining through the bottom there from inside the base. That Yard shrine is the one you want ready to go at all times, Zil inside, bubble ready to pop and just paused. Very important shrine, that one, that's why it's the hardest one to get to. But there we go, and now we'll just finish this off with some anti-climb around the side. Beautiful. And this has already been 42 minutes long, so I'm going to wrap this up with the anti-climb down the bottom we still need to do as well. And then next episode we'll come up here and we'll shove the shrines down and we'll do the elevators all the way up as well, so you get an idea of that. What I'm talking about with the elevators, you put them into a box. Most of the way up we'll have trap elevators, and then right at the end we'll have just elevators in a box. I think should be the way to go. Right, so this floor is ready to go. Now we're going to jump down here. We're going to climb this layer. Yes, a lot of anti-climb in this one. No stacking, there's no need for stacking up here. You should hear people if you're in the base if they're coming up here. But even if they do come up here, all they're going to find is tier 3 shrines with no Zil. So remember, we're keeping it all into the fridge inside the base. Just going to wait for this to pass because it's getting dark and I think you guys will be able to see. Oh, it should be bright, kind of can see. And also, I'm going to be doing a video very shortly on the building. See how this lights up yellow? They've changed that. It's like green for when it's like 100%, and then it changes from green to red with a different percentage of stability it's got, which is really interesting. That's on Test Live at the moment. It's coming soon. There's so much stuff on Test Live, and then it's going down to the PC. Consoles are so far behind. The last live stream they said they're going to fix that. They're going to come out with the updates showing. But it's been so long now. It's like, what are you guys doing? You're absolutely killing the console by just delaying these updates. They need to put them out more. Like, consoles are paying the same amount as PCs. They deserve the updates just as much as PCs are getting them. If they come out of Test Live, they should be over all the games. It's like the games in alpha in PlayStation. It's just getting to the point where it's a bit ridiculous. If your game's not alpha, you shouldn't be treating it like an alpha. But yeah, on consoles it is like it's an incomplete game at the moment. Just doesn't feel right when I move to console. Which I don't mind consoles, like I even play the game with a controller on PC. I do like the controller aspect of the game. It's quite nice. Unless you're using a bow, I think there's not much advantage to having a PC. The mouse and that, but the mouse helps a lot with the bow. I've been chased down with people with a bow on PlayStation, get away from on PC. There's no getting away from them. They snipe you every time. Alright, so this is the last layer we need to do. And that is it. So I'm saying it's like 45 minutes so far. So I'm going to end it here, guys. But that is pretty much your anti-climb. Let's jump into fly mode so you can see what's actually happening here. There we go there. That's what we did today. All that running around. All this extra bit down there will get deleted. But look at that. That is actually looking really nice. And very scary for someone who wants to get to the top of this base. It's not going to be easy for them at all. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Make sure you stay tuned. Check out the other episodes of this build because you see how we line up, you see how we do the fence stacking, and you see how we do the god bubble in the middle with the little box up the top. It's all very important stuff. And also heat stroke as well. We've gone through the heat stroke one. This series has been really full on, a lot of information in it. If you guys want to see that, go check it out. But this build is coming together like crazy. You're going to dominate the server if you're going to build something like this. Other than that, come check us out in Discord. Leave some comments below. Tell me what you think. I'm ZfreeZone, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. See yous.